Now I know that the subject that I'm about to talk about in this video is going to be pretty risky. It could be something that could kill off my channel, or it could be something to be a new subgenre on this channel. But I got a PC so I can make higher quality content and so I can attempt at making more experimental videos. So I think it's about time I go on. So, let's start. Disney remakes. I'm one of those many people which simply do not like these films, and for multiple reasons. One of them being the fact that these films have nothing good for them other than the fact that they only find success off of people that have nostalgia boners from the original things which came out years ago. Well, that and the fact that Disney needs to keep the rights to these films, so they decide to make a remake which no one really is going to care about after a few years. Remember when that Cinderella remake came out in 2015? Yeah, 5 years ago. No one talks about that film, and that's the thing that you're going to see around with all these newer films that are coming out. The more recent Disney remakes are nothing all that special, as they have really nothing going for them other than some visuals and some actors which are there. Yes, Will Smith is an actor I like, but he doesn't make the new Aladdin a good movie, because the new Aladdin is mediocre at best, and I would still watch the older film because it's way more entertaining and actually has just, yeah, it's just way more entertaining. And I'm not trying to trash the actors and the people that worked hard on this film, but when it comes to reality, it's just the fact that these films are just not fun. They're not entertaining, and I just don't have as much passion. But, as much as I hate these films, I do gotta give credit. They do look good, but at the same time, just because they look good does not mean that these films are exempt from criticism. These films are still bad because they're just rehashes doing the same thing and not adding anything new onto them. It really defeats the purpose of a remake when there's nothing really being remade about these, and there's nothing really new other than the visuals. I'm sorry that I have to bring that up again, but that's where we are now. But out of all the Disney remakes which have come out in the past few years, I'll be honest, the Mulan movie by the trailers seems actually pretty good, because it seems to keep the same plot but actually seems to change some things within the film, which is something I can appreciate. It's not gonna be some crappy movie with CGI, which is obviously done so they could just remake some things like Mushu or whatever. It's made so we could have stuff that's actually different and makes it separated from the original film, which is something which is like a blessing, or not even a blessing, but more like a breath freshener for what we've gotten for the past few times. Because if you want to be real here about what we've got, let's be real here. Every Disney remake has nothing special added onto it, but it seems like even though we have people running on the walls like they're a goddamn Call of Duty Black Ops 3 or Titanfall 2, and even though we have people turning into a bird like it's an anime, I'll be honest here, it at least seems like it's trying to be something different, and it may not be the diamond of the dozen, it may not be the best thing ever, but it does seem like it's at least attempting at being more than what we've already gotten for the past few years, And it's something that I can appreciate. So I'm not gonna try and make this video super in-depth or anything, but I'm gonna just say this. I think if anything, we should at least give the Mulan movie a chance, and that we shouldn't trash it for stupid things like Mushu for being in the film. Because let's be real here, I think that characters like Mushu and the cricket and all the comedic stuff isn't really gonna fit into the movie, because let's be real here, the way how animation in Mulan was done made stuff like Mushu and the cricket, be believable. But in this realistic setting, it just makes it seem not as believable. So I'm sorry if my points are really bad here, but at the end of the day, I think that the Mulan movie actually seems somewhat promising and might be the diamond of the dozen above the horrible Disney remakes that we've been getting for the past few years. And yeah, folks, that's all. I'm Without, and I hope you enjoyed this. Later.